Stop spreading false news, speculations that are totally wrong about this virus. Don't kill people before their time. Don't be more deadly than this coronavirus by spreading fake news about this virus. Thank you, and allow the medical practitioners to do their job. May God help the world. Join hands together to save this world. The ongoing pandemic of COVID-19, known as some may funnily call it a Chinese virus because it started in Wuhan city in China as of December 2019, and hence the name COVID-19. This particular viral disease is caused by severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2, that is SARS-CoV-2. Coronaviruses has been in existence and have been causing so many diseases in humans. In humans, it causes many respiratory diseases, such as common cold, as we know, to severe Middle East acute respiratory syndrome and severe acute respiratory syndrome. But today, the pandemic is causing a lot of problems, such that there are wrong speculations, that the speculations about this coronavirus is creating fear more than the virus itself. As of 11th March 2020, this particular virus was declared pandemic by the World Health Organization. And now it has been spreading all over. As of today, 20th March 2020, about 253,000 cases of coronavirus has been recorded in about over 180 countries and territories, and about 10,000 to 11,000 deaths has been recorded, with 89,000 recoveries. This shows that this particular virus, that's COVID-19, do not kill everyone. Those people at a higher risk of death, that's the risk people, the people that are more exposed to death are those that have lower or weaker immunity, like the younger children and the older adults. Many people recover from this, but wrong speculations have created panic so much that people are saying what is wrong, and this channel is forced to tell the public what is needed to be done. At this hour, we need to calm down and follow the scientists and those that are involved in discovery of the treatment to this. This has created a lot of threats that even the President of America, Donald Trump, once said that this virus is an enemy, that the world is at war to a hidden enemy. And courageously he said that we will win. And I'm assuring you that we will definitely win by taking necessary precautions. Yesterday in a news briefing, the same President, Donald Trump, announced the particular drug, chloroquine or hydroxychloroquine, that it may be effective against the virus, that COVID-19 virus. Now, how can we get this disease? Through exhalation of respiratory droplets, through coughing or sneezing, coming in contact with someone that is diseased. And it is advisable we wash our hands regularly, wash often no matter whatever you're going to do. When you touch objects publicly, what you know that can expose you to contracting the disease, it's advisable you wash your hands with alcohol-based sanitizer, the isopropyl alcohol. Soon we will teach you how to produce your own sanitizer at home to keep you, your friends and family safe from this disease. So you're advised to wash your hands regularly and avoid speculating wrong and false information about this virus. Though we are hoping that confirmations about this prediction of chloroquine or hydroxychloroquine being effective against this virus will soon be released. It's not yet confirmed if this can be a cure to this particular virus. Okay, basic facts about virus. Viruses are obligate intracellular parasites, which means they only survive inside a living organism. Outside living things, viruses are completely inert. Therefore, their main activity, their sole activity, is to invade cells of other organisms, and there they will stay and multiply, and during this process they cause diseases and harm to the host cells. So it is obligate intracellular parasite, and being a virus can exist between living and non-living. There is always a confusion about virus be a living thing or non-living. So coronavirus is not an exception, and we should know, since it is an obligate intracellular parasite, it means that when kept outside for a long time may not survive. Viruses lack their cellular machineries. Like, they only have protein coat called capsid with a nucleic acid which is enclosed by the capsid. Symptoms of the COVID-19 includes fever, shortness of breath, and coughing. There may be dry throat, there may be some kind of pains. Then the complications may take symptoms similar to that of pneumonia, and acute respiratory distress syndrome. Then this may be asymptomatic. On exposure, it remains asymptomatic averagely for 5 days, but it can stand from 1 to 14 days. And when it is asymptomatic, it is not as contagious as it is when it becomes symptomatic. The spread of this disease can be prevented, one, by distancing those that have illness, standing at least 3 feet away from any person that is sick, unless you are a medical practitioner and you have to protect yourself while working as a medical practitioner. Then you also have to close your mouth and your nose while coughing. Then you can wear some protective things in your nose against the virus coming in. Now, the vaccines for treating this is not yet discovered as of now. There is no permanent cure to this virus. But the hope there is that stronger people with stronger immunity can withstand this and recover. As I told you earlier, that about 9,000 people have recovered out of about 10 to 11,000 people that died of this disease. So the virulence is not as high as people exaggerate, but there may be a hope from what Donald Trump just said about the chloroquine being effective, but we are watching to see what will happen next. Another step towards controlling this virus is imposing curfew and restricting people's movement, restricting movement from country to country, since this disease is spread through spread between two people through exhalation of respiratory droplets, through sneezing and coughing. So you can lock down some public places where this case is so rampant that our country should declare a lockdown on public places to reduce people's contact with one another. Then locking down places will also be backed up with provision of food. Otherwise, you tell the people, don't die of coronavirus, rather will kill you with hunger. Because when you restrict people's movement, you need to provide food. Coronavirus do not kill everybody, but when you allow people to suffer hunger, everybody will eventually die. So countries that are taking these measures, I hereby tell you, you also take measures to provide food. Like my own country, Nigeria, they may take the measure of restricting people's movement without remembering or placing an adequate means of giving them food. Sir Majesty's Easy World Science channel is here to teach you how to make your hand sanitizer, which will help you stay safe. Another one that you can do is to wash your hand often and on. Wash your hands at least in every 30 seconds or once in every minute. If you come in contact with anybody that is sick, or if you touch any public object, or you touch anybody, it's advisable to wash your hand with soap and water. Wash it long enough that you can mechanically remove this virus or these germs, because some soaps do not actually kill these germs. It is by mechanical removal. When you expose the washing, the water and the soap with your hand, rubbing it constantly, you can remove these viruses and other germs mechanically. Not that every soap is germicidal. That is it. That's the precautions you take. Now, you can use your alcohol-based sanitizer that we promised to teach you. The alcohol-based sanitizer, you can just produce it by making 2 parts in 3 of isopropyl alcohol and using aloe vera gel plus other things. But alcohol-based sanitizers are very much effective. You can put it in your pocket so that when you touch anybody or touch any object suspiciously, you can wash off your hand before you prepare your food, of course before you eat, and after using the bathroom. You can also do what? Use this sanitizer. So hand washing is very good in preventing pandemic such as this COVID-19. Thanks for watching and stay subscribed with Sir Majesty Easy World Science channel. We have the real truth for you, and we have science tricks and tutorials to entertain you and enlighten you. Thank you once more.